Now if we write down the multiples of our divisor, which is the number that's outside the house, after that, all we have to do from that point on is subtract. Yeah. Okay? Because we have everything that we're going to multiply by. Remember, we're only putting one number at a time in our quotient. So you only need to be able to multiply from 1 through 9. You only need to be able to multiply from 1 through 9. Okay? So we're going to go through this. We have our 1 through 9 multiplication already done. I'm going to go through it slowly. You're going to listen. You're going to write it. You're going to pay attention. So, because when you're done with this, you're going to try one on your own. Yay! I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, class, does 33 go into 2? No, I am not. I am not. And I mean not going to have a number in the thousands place for my quotient. Class, does 33 go into 29? No, I am not. And I mean not going to have a number in my hundreds place for this problem. In my quotient. Class, does 33 go into 294? Yes. I am going to have a number in the tens place and in the ones place. And remember, I'm only putting them up one digit at a time. Too many times I see people being all cattywampus and try and do into 2,947 all at once. Then you're guessing, is it 46? Is it 99? Is it 112? No. We only have to put in one digit at a time. We're looking for our tens place first. And if I've written this out, our tens place is easy to use. Because now I have 294. I want to take my divisor of 33 into 294. So I look at what I multiplied here. I want to get as close as I can to 294 without going over. As close as I can without going over. Read back there. Or I'm sorry, Andrew back there. Sorry.
33 times 6 is the closest to 294.
No, you can get closer.
33 times 8 is closer.
Good. 33 times 8 is as close as I'm going to get to 294 without going over. Because 33 times 8 is 264, and 33 times 9 is 297. So times 9 is too big. Times 8 is what I want to use. See, I've already done it. Now I don't even have to do the multiplication. I just have to look and see what's as close as I can get without going over. I already know what 33 times 8 is because I've already done that. So I put down 264 right below because it's going into 294. Then I subtract, I get 30. After you subtract, what do you do next? Bring down. So I'm bringing down my 7. I'm bringing down my 7. So now I'm taking 33, dividing into 307. I go back to my chart, Lizzie. I go back to my chart, and I look at my chart, and I want to get as close to 307 as I can without kicking the person in front of me. So Lizzie, what is as close to 307 as I can get without going over 307?
33 times 9.
Good. 33 times 9. And Lizzie, what does 33 times 9 equal?
296.
297. And so that equals 17. Or not 17, 10.
Yeah.
My bad. Please forgive me. 307 subtract 297 equals 10. Do I have anything else to bring down? No. So that makes 10 my remainder. That makes 10 what I have left over. Now Katie sent me a telegram asking, how do I check if my division's correct?
Multiplication.
And so Katie, the answer is multiplication, which is, what's that called? What kind of operation? The inverse operation. The inverse operation. So I can check whether my division's correct by multiplying. I take my quotient, which is 89. I multiply by my divisor, which is 33. Okay, and as I was, last week I gave you a little half page with 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. It was a little half page. It had like 10 problems on it. It was like this big, and it had 10 problems on it, and you had to solve them. Some of us are still struggling with multiplication. Okay, which means we need to slow down, pay attention, try. Some of you put answers on there without working any out, because I know you didn't do it on your desk or paper, some of you. And then I got an answer on there that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, so 3 times 9 is what? 27. Carry my 2. 3 times 8 is?
24.
Plus 2 is?
26.
26. I put a 0 here. 3 times 9 is?
27.
27. Carry my 2. 3 times 8 is?
24.
Plus 2 is?
26.
26. Then I just add this. 2,937. How come that didn't work?
Because you didn't add the remainder.
Now I have to add the remainder in. So 2,947.
Whoa.
When I'm done multiplying, when I'm done checking my answer, I want it to be same as the dividend in here. That tells me I did my multiplication correctly. So hopefully you have this in your journal, so you have it to refer back to when you're about to do one on your own in about a couple minutes, while I let everybody write this down who didn't write it down the first time, including the multiplication where you had to check your answer, because some of you just wrote the division. You need to also write the multiplication where you checked your answer. Should be in your journal. So this problem and this problem should be in your journal. So now when we get to me assigning you some division problems, and I say, hey, do these 7,287 division problems. And you raise your hand and say, I don't get it. I'm going to say, well, I can't help you because you haven't written down the multiples of your divisor. If you write down the multiples of your divisor, then I can come over and talk to you about it. But if you don't write down the multiples of your divisor, I'm going to go, oh, let me see. Oh, you don't get it because you don't want to get it. See you later. And then I'm going to come back to you later when you've actually done, or you've actually written down the multiples of your divisor. Erase that. That's crazy. Okay, are there questions? Read. In a moment. Any other questions?
No.
Awesome sauce. You are going to do this problem. And I'm going to even use a divisor of 33, so you already have these and you don't have to write them back out. So we'll have... 9,963 divided by 33. So you're going to work this, following the steps. Use your multiples you've been given right here. It really doesn't take anything but figuring out as close as you can get to it without going over. And it's basically just subtracting. Basically just subtracting.